What's good, YouTube fam? It's your boy Tony, aka the Sender of Chaos and Controversy. So, I was asked to, how should I put this? Aside from the still imagery that I did a video on with the Border Patrol agents on horseback with the reins that they said that they used as whips to bring about order with the Haitian migration situation. People want to know my thoughts on where I stood with immigrants coming over to America, right? So I've made references in earlier videos about my thoughts, basically in reference towards in regards to the attitudes that some of these immigrants have towards Black Americans. Okay. I'm not saying that those that come over should kiss our butt, so to speak. But I think with the underlying tone, a sense of gratitude versus attitude goes a long way. Okay. I know, using certain examples with actual Africans that come over to America, Jamaicans and Haitians and others, they have this taste for African Americans. Now, where my problem with that lies is that every time I say in certain videos, when I touch upon the topic of race or racism or whatever the case may be, I make jokes saying, where were all these people at during the time of slavery, during the time of Jim Crow, during the time of segregation, and for the most part, during the times, during the Civil Rights Movement, where, you had both black and white people fighting against discrimination, inequalities, prejudices, racism, and all of that to try and balance out the playing field, to make it equal. And there were sacrifices that were made in order for barriers to be broken, for laws to be changed, for there to be less violence and hatred and discrimination that was practiced in society that kept black folks at a distance. So when they said that the struggle was real, it was exactly that, a real struggle. Okay. But with that being said, after the dust settled, after certain things were put into place, it seemed like, with the exception of, I would say, the Native Americans and certain groups within the Asian community, and the Irish and the Jewish or whatever. But for everybody else, it seemed like, and I was saying this in a joking manner, but I was somewhat serious when I said, it was like they were like, nope, they still hanging brothers from the tree. Oh, nope, they still burning crosses. Oh, no, they still got the Green Book being published in issues, so you knew where to go and where not to go. Oh, no, they're still not allowed to go into certain establishments. Oh, no, yeah, the sports and the athlete, yeah, they're still going through some stuff. Oh, no, the banking system, yep, they still discriminating. Oh, yep, the housing situation, oh, yeah, that's still a problem. No, yeah, no. Oh, yep, the education, yeah, they still segregated, yeah. Oh no, yeah, no, they can't do this, and they're not allowed here, and they're not allowed there. No. We'll just wait over here until everything is cool and copacetic. And then when it became cool and copacetic, it's like, okay, I guess it's cool to move our asses on over to America, because they put in the work, they made the sacrifices, and they did what they needed to do to make it easier for us to come in and take advantage of the opportunities without any blood and sacrifices being made. And how we show our appreciation? By being disrespectful. By having unwarranted attitudes. Certain prejudices of their own. To say, hey, we're not like the African Americans, we're better. How can we keep our nose up in the air and act bougie? What you want? But with that being said, I didn't care for that aspect as far as like people coming over because their attitudes were just, they had a sense of entitlement with no respect given. Okay. And then on top of that, the type of status that they were offered as far as like getting these loans that we couldn't get, regardless if you was black or white, to start their businesses and stuff like that. Americans couldn't get that, and we're Americans. But for immigrants coming over, oh, they got grants, tax-free, and everything else. But for us, so when I said in that aspect, in regards to that, in that respect, yeah, I had a problem with that. As should any American that was already here, born and raised, and already established as a U.S. citizen. But what do we get? We don't get those same, how should I say, opportunities granted to us. So, like, you know, when the argument comes about with the, oh, black folks just want something for free, but you don't say nothing about the immigrants that get all these things to help jumpstart their life here. And also with the education. But we seem to conveniently sway away from that part of the discussion. And then continue down the path of still bickering back and forth with the same trivial narrative. And then it's funny when it's all said and done, these same people, when they're catching the hell and see what African Americans, the Negroes, the blacks, or however we were labeled, what we were going through in this country, and they started to get a little taste of that same little whatever. Oh, now you want to be allies. Now you want our help. Now you want suggestions. How did you deal with this? What did you guys have to go through? How did you overcome these challenges? Nah. Because you thought by getting the approval of those people who decided to tell you, like they told us, that we weren't shit. Now they're telling you that you ain't worth shit. Oh, now you got a wake-up call. Now, many people might say, the way I'm looking at this is wrong. But if there wasn't experiences, examples, and situations for me to bring this up, this discussion wouldn't take place in the first place. Okay? So, my attitude in regards to that, again, we got enough going on in this country where to take on everybody else, now this is even talking in regards to those in Afghanistan, Haitian refugees, or whatever you want to call the situation for what it is. You know, with that being said, until we can take care of our own and get our stuff under a certain level of normality or normal standing in this country where we aren't struggling as Americans, because it seems like there's always some money put aside or allotted for everybody else to benefit from but us. But then we're told to understand or be understanding when we got these people in the position of power, again, that we put them in, to tell us what's good for us. That's the reason why I don't really entertain politics, because it's a bunch of bullshit. But people like, well, you know, if you vote for this person, if you vote for that person, it's in the best interest of who? Not for the people that voted for them, because we already seen how that played out time and time and time and time and time again. And let me not talk about the Biden administration, because the way black people were exploited to give them the Democratic Party to vote. And people say, well, Tony, you're starting to sound like you're siding with Trump. No, like I said, even though I have the right to vote, the reason why I choose not to vote is because I already understand the game and how it's set up and how people are manipulated in order to, how should I say, worship these people as if they are our saving grace, and they're not. And I think some people kind of woke up to that fact, and other people are still in denial because they still need someone to be a representative of them instead of them representing themselves. So with that being said, let me know what you think in the comment section, because I'm interested in to hear the responses, because I know I'm going to have a whole slew of them. Don't mind me, because I'm working third shift now, so I'm a little like exhausted and trying to take care of my son by myself with little help. But you know, give me a like, a share. I already said give me a comment, give me a thumbs up, give me a thumbs down. And I know some people kind of like dropped off, and I understand that my platform isn't for everybody. Like I said, it ain't no hard feelings. I don't feel some kind of way. People gravitate towards what they are more comfortable with, or they like echo chambers, or they like to go along just to get along. Like I said, my platform is to challenge people in these topics of discussion, and for people to respond with challenging me. That's being real. That's having an honest dialogue. Not this, as someone said, if you want me to be a yes man, I can't be that. No, I don't want you to be my yes man. But if you stand your ground, I also stand my ground on certain talking points. You know, that's how a whole debate comes into existence. So, again, I have other things that I want to talk about, but again, I'm going to have more time where I'm not exhausted, drained, because it's been a minute since I worked third shift. So, but anyway, y'all take care. Peace.